Al, amongst all of the Dow 30 stocks, HD has the most significant amount to gain from the 30-year mortgage rate falling, as this would drive existing home sales to pick up after a housing ice age over the last 4 years.
Hold on. I want you to know I have owned that stock since Arthur Blank was running the company. That's how long I've had Home Depot. I am going to add, I just did. I took your advice. I added to the collection here.
All right, well, how fun was that? Josh pitching Home Depot to broadcasting legend Al Michaels on the show yesterday when he was in Green Bay, ahead of last night's game. Al, you heard, bought more. Kevin Simpson did too. Would you hear this too? You like this pitch?
No, it must have been a coincidence because I received a cold call from a young stockbroker also from Long Island yesterday. I didn't get his name, but I think the firm was JT Marlin, maybe. Anybody see Josh after the show? No, in all seriousness, I couldn't agree with Josh's call more. We had this as our final trade last Friday. I bought shares last week at 407. We bought more shares yesterday at 417. The super cycle on rate cuts is great for the retail consumer as well as their pro division. Love the call.
You own it?
We do. And
what do you make of the pitch? Here, I mean, the stock's up. Nice looking chart.
It's a nice looking chart. Skies are clearly clearing for Home Depot, Lowe's, businesses like that. They're beneficiaries of low rates. They're beneficiaries of more spending. If the macro conditions continue to stay intact, I think Al's right. By the way, he did a great job calling that game last night, as he always does.
Yeah, it's always
one of the two best voices in sports, I think. Love him.
All right, Kevin, you also bought more IBM.
This was without the help of a young stockbroker, but we really like IBM. It's sold off since the earnings. I thought the earnings were really good, and we just haven't seen it move. You've got a 17 times forward earning, 2.5% dividend, quantum computing, Watson AI, lots of things for an old school tech company.
I agree with that. I was looking at it actually yesterday, today.
But that's okay. That's okay. If you were talking to me, you'd have looked at it in May when we did.
What's it up over that period? Just put up IBM like 1 year.
From May 6th,
look at a 1
please.
year, not a 1 month. let me see this thing.
It's May 6th.
I mean, all right. So where it was to where it is, there are some who are talking about this being like the winner, or certainly high up on the stack in quantum computing.
Yep.
Like I know a lot of these other names have gone crazy over time, but people wrote this thing off.
Totally. This thing is up 52% since we bought it in May. Okay, and it is clearly getting the attention. It's a beneficiary of everything that we're talking about today, whether that be in consulting, or leading to their AI exposure in quantum computing. I think this is a great business. A little pricey here from where it was. I mean, I think you do have to pay attention to price, no question.
Weiss likes to overpay for things.
He does.
Only
you see some of his
buy high and sell higher. Didn't somebody say that somewhere?
Yeah. Yes, that was our friend Joe T. Check out the book. It's probably still available. You also bought CME Group, more.
We did.
Right?
We did. This has also pulled back about 10% since its highs, down 5% over the past month. Amazing earnings. We always like to get into this name in advance of December. They have paid historically a very amazing special dividend each year. We're hoping for that again this year. But the real reason I liked it is they were the main sponsor for the Robinhood conference. Britton, you'll love this. Could you imagine 6 years ago during COVID that CME Group would sponsor a conference for Robinhood? They're going to be posting the futures contracts for them. It's just a really, really exciting partnership.
Britton, you got something you want to add there? You're a Robinhood shareholder.
Well, number one, Robinhood, it is amazing, as I've talked about, how this company, we've all seen it grown up. It's very exciting about this partnership. I also got to say a shout out for, I own IonQ. And so you talked about IBM. Google talked about quantum. IBM talks about quantum. NVIDIA talks about quantum. But really, IonQ is, I think, the best in the business there, and it's having a monster day today. So if you look for a long-term, long-duration, high-growth, VC-type opportunity, I think IonQ gives you full exposure to that quantum computing.
But if I recall correctly, and you tell me if I'm wrong, you've been a little bit of a trader in this name, right? I know you've held it for a while, but you've taken down the position over time, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I bought it. I own it at 33. I sold. I think it ran up to 60, and I sold half the position. And so I'm still in it. So it's a volatile stock, right? It's up 17% today. So this is like you build the position because there's no E here, right? There's not going to be an E for years on this company. And so you got to size it right and trade it right.